been a lot of things that have transpired as far as accommodate my disability. Many of the acts have been announced from the court reporters. Back in '98, we had Judge Rush in Bridgeport at the time, order running copies of the audio tapes. And this was done formally. And despite this, many times they weren't complied with. Still to this day, it still continues. Since 2000, I've requested real-time transcription, and I don't know if this panel, by raising hands, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, if they know what real-time transcription is. Okay. I should not. I was just, okay. Thank you. This has been requested. It's been requested from Chief Clerk Kaplan, Chase in Rockville, Town District. It was made to Judge Ferrazzo. They were made to Judge Clayzak. For whatever reason, I believe it's Nancy Brown wrote a letter saying that my disability and I was hearing impaired. And they never went to Bob Quality and Human Resources for a lot of people here in this room. Probably aware of Bob. It appears that the procedure for real-time transcription is continuing to be manipulated. As to what is the requirement, how it should be handled, should it be handled by formal motion? In my opinion, it does not have to be ordered by the judge. But in fact, Judge Hiller, the Chief Administrative Judge, back in December 1st of 2006, did order it. There was no appeal taken. You would think that would be the end of it, but unfortunately it's not. It was agreed that I would get information on a computer disk, which wasn't provided at that time. I apologize, I didn't prepare a statement. I was actually prepared to come in tonight. It continues. Thereafter, in Town District, I got a case, and I requested, gave the clerk notice that Judge Hiller ordered real-time transcription. Weeks later, I got a call from Royce Smith, the clerk over on Park Street, that my request has been denied. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean it's been denied? I says, it shouldn't. So I said, can you put that in writing? He said, well, I don't know. We'll see what happens at the status conference. So they put it in writing. I requested an extension of time to file reconsideration so I can make a record despite the fact that no appeal was taken, despite the fact this is not the procedure for real-time transcription. Judge Kaplan denied it the very same day. That's a malice act. So say he wasn't aware of it, which he is well aware of my disability and everything, that he was very clear to allow me to make the record do that. He denied it the very same day. He asked the attorneys on this panel, no, that when you get into trial court, nothing new comes in. That is really sad, okay? So now, what has transpired is I'm on the NOFO over in Manchester now. I gave the clerk notice again. I write to Joe D'Alessio. I contact Bob and Bob says, Bob, I said, my disability isn't something I have to bear in a public courtroom. How do you want to handle it? They continue to try to manipulate what the procedure is. Not Bob says, okay, I want you to go to Joe D'Alessio. I write to Joe D'Alessio. 2 weeks passed. It was like 3 days prior to the hearing. And I still don't get a response. I follow up and he says, oh, well, Kate Nicolay, just the clerk of Manchester, is going to respond. Most people are not even aware of what real-time transcription is. And it's like, it's not an issue that we have a disability, it's the cause. You know, and that's completely wrong. So, I fire out a letter to Judge Hiller's order, which I complied with to show my disability, the whole 9 yards. The day of the hearing, I got a response letter from, I apologize, Martin Linden, which states, well, that was in Cummings versus Edcon, not this case. So I called him up and I got home. I said, you trying to tell me that I have to retry my disability every time I go into court of law? He's like, well, I couldn't get a straight answer out of Mr. Linden. Everybody knows Martin's a smart guy. Okay? So this went on. So now, despite this, it's like I write letter after letter. It goes from Bob Crockett to Joe D'Alessio. It's going round and round, but I think it really needs to be clarified, that you need, the policy and procedure needs to be posted, because what's happening is the clerks are being allowed to manipulate rulings through this body, not following the proper channels. And where I'm going now with this, because I'm exhausted, is the U.S. Department of Justice is the ones that oversee Title II violations where this is. I apologize, I wasn't prepared. I'm going to follow up with that documentation, show everything, and it's really sad, because a lot of times it's just, retaliation, because of discrimination. We've now taxed by clerks, but I thank you for your time and apologize for my time. Thank you.
Mr. Cummings, you can certainly give us written testimony.
Well, I think Bob Kaufman, I respect Bob, but unfortunately, the procedure's being manipulated, so they can't put out, like I asked Martin Whitman, I said, do you have something in writing that says it requires the judge to orders? Well, I have to look. That's not, and it needs to be clarified. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Brian Patterson. Of New London. Is there someone from New London who wanted to speak?
It's a mistake. I did react and I didn't matter.
And Tom from Hartford. If you want to say anything, I can't read your last name. No? All right. Is there anyone who submitted written testimony? I'm thanking on behalf of the commission members here and the entire commission. Many of the points you've made, we have heard in different contexts. We will certainly study your written testimony as well as the transcript we will be getting at this public hearing as we proceed with our work, which is all recognized as a fairly large task. But I, for one, learned a lot tonight, and I do appreciate you all coming out tonight and being here. And I'd like to thank those members of the commission who came out tonight to hear your remarks. So have a good evening and a safe ride home.
Yeah, thank you.